Hello and welcome to session 4 of A Weird and Wonderful School, our English project with different types of writing to look at throughout the week. So far, we have decided on a school, what type of school. I've gone for monster school, but some of you have gone for some fantastic different ideas for your schools. We have asked some questions about our schools. We've drawn out the layout of our schools. We've found out about some of the people who attend our schools, or the teachers and the cleaners, the support staff, the lunchtime supervisors, and we've even thought about what our lessons would be like. So in today's lesson, we're going to find out a little bit more about our school, and our next task is to write an information leaflet about our school. Now, information leaflet can come in many different forms, so you can be creative with this and think about the layout of your information leaflet, or the shape of it, or the way it folds. And don't forget that your information leaflet has got information on it, but also it is there to persuade others to come to your school. So if you are the parents of a budding athlete, why would they want to come to your sporting school? Or if you're the parent of a monster, why would you want to send your child to that school? So what could it include? As we go through these, feel free to pause the screen to jot down a couple of your ideas ready for later on. So it could include some details about the lessons, how long the lessons are, what type of lessons, what they're likely to learn within those lessons. Some information about the facilities. If it's a boarding school, what's it like? What are the bedrooms like? How safe is it? If it's a school for teaching people how to fly, is it by any mountains? Or if it's a school for monsters, is it in a scary or a quiet place? Then what's the school famous for? Does it make famous wizards? Does it always win a particular tournament? Do lots of famous people come from there? Next, why should somebody go there to learn? What's special about it? What are they going to get at your school they might not get from another school? What about the successes of the school or its famous pupils? Is it ranked top in the world or top in the country? Does it have Harry Potter like Hogwarts or a different famous person? We've already learnt about Septicus, one of my pupils who could throw boulders really far and then make enormous craters. Maybe they became famous and known throughout the monster world and they went to Mitchell's Monster School. What about the location of the school? Whereabouts is it? Is it going to be close by for the parents, or easy to reach, or well hidden for a spy school? Why is it better than any other school? What makes yours particularly special? And then you can add anything else that you find interesting about your school. Have a look at those points, pause the video if you like, and jot down some of your ideas before we look at my example. Okay, let's have a look at part of my example of a good leaflet. The first thing I've got is an introduction. Let's read it together and then we'll pick apart some of the important features that you might want to use in your writing. Welcome to Mitchell's School for Monsters, the finest academic establishment for beasts, creatures, ghouls and fiends in the entire world. At Mitchell's, we believe in giving all young monsters the chance to fulfill their true potential and to become feared by normal children across the globe. With our hideous collection of teachers and our bloodthirsty curriculum, we feel sure that Mitchell's School for Monsters will make all your school nightmares come true. So what's been used here to make this a good introduction? First of all, there's a welcome. There's the name of the school. I definitely expect to see those in your introduction. Then there's a little bit of hyperbole here. In the entire world. Exaggeration. Nightmares come true. All of the writing that makes it seem fantastic. Across the globe. This might not be true, but it does work in persuading parents to send their children to this school. Then we've got some school language as well, because it is a school. Teachers are always going on about true potential, always talking about academic establishments. We want to make sure that the curriculum, that's what you're taught in the school, is fantastic. Then let's have a look at some of the language used as well. The adjective, it's the finest academy. A hideous collection. A bloodthirsty curriculum. So when you go through your introduction, have a look at the language that you have used for monsters, hideous and bloodthirsty. Work really well. But actually, if you were a princess school, they wouldn't work so well. Think about what would work well for your particular school. My second session is on the lessons. Let's read it together. The teachers at Mitchell's are highly experienced in delivering vile and blood-curdling lessons to monster children of all ages. With a focus on developing key skills in roaring, wild personalities and general misbehaviour, we ensure that all pupils are given a strong basis for their future as monstrous creatures of the night. Okay, again, we're looking at becoming a monster school here, so we want it to be vile and blood-curdling. But if this was a sporting school, you might want it to be energetic. And what key skills are we developing? The focus on developing key skills. Most schools wouldn't want roaring and wild personalities and general misbehaviour. If it was a princess school, we might want politeness and generosity and respect and becoming regal. And we definitely don't want a future as monstrous creatures of the night in most schools. So what could yours be? My final section is a little bit more about the school. Our school, pictured below, has all the most up-to-date scaring facilities, including roaring rooms, terror chambers and spooky cupboards. Your little monsters will love to learn here. Talking about the facilities there, what makes it a special monster school. This can be used, this format, this layout can be used to help guide your writing. An introduction, a description of the lessons, something about the famous pupils that have been there, the facilities included, could meet some of the staff, could draw a map of the location, could even include the map of the school, or the layout of the school that we drew a few days ago. It's completely up to you. You don't have to use these headings, but they do work. Like I said at the beginning, you can choose the layout of yours to be whatever you want, but if you wanted to pause it now and use this and copy this layout to support your writing, you can do. Let's recap what we're doing today. The next task is to write an information leaflet about your school. It could include details about the lessons, information about the facilities, what the school is famous for, why somebody should go there to learn, the successes of the school or famous pupils, the location of the school, why it is better than other schools, and anything else that is interesting. When you've completed yours, take a picture of it, upload it onto Class Dojo, or if you wanted to type it, feel free to email me it. And again, there's an extra challenge. Create a comic strip showing a day in the life of your school. I look forward to seeing these uploaded.